Hey there guys, what is up? My name is Leo and you're watching the Argentleo's gaming channel. Thank you for joining me. Tonight we're playing a game called Tell Me Why, which is a story game and it's choice driven. Let's get into the action. I'm going to smallen my head. And start the game. Okay, tell me why is a story-based game and your choices shape the actions of the characters, yada 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 yada. It's a bit of an intro, so let's let that play so we can understand what the story, how the story starts and the storyline that we should expect. Delos Crossing, Alaska, March 1st, 2005.
Hey, kiddo. I need to ask you a few questions, okay? Can you tell me what happened tonight?
I went to show her my haircut. She had a gun.
Take your time.
She freaked out.
It's okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay. My mom tried to kill me, so I stabbed her. I killed my mother.
Whoa. Chapter 1, coming home.
I'm gonna find the keys to the old house. Then, I'm gonna drive to Fireweed and I'm not going to freak out. Everything's fine.
Okay, I'm kind of cheating here because I know exactly where the key is. And this stuff isn't really important, so let's just get the key and go.
Oh, right. I stashed them down here.
Let's take the key. The other stuff in her room's basically about her and what she's been doing until now.
So that's where you've been hiding.
Let's take the key and get the story going.
All right. I think I'm ready to go now.
Okay, let's just have a look at the room. And go.
Allie, she's gonna be so awkward.
Okay, it's
Can't believe I'm
basically
about to leave this room for the last time. Okay, I'm pretty much done here. I just need to grab my goblin and I'm off.
it's basically the letter basically is just telling him how she missed him, she's so excited to see him, yada yada. And
Hey, little guy. You're gonna be reunited with your sister soon.
Tyler's actually Ali's sister.
Cool. I guess I'm totally ready to go now.
Wait, am I getting the names mixed up? Allison and Tyler. Yeah, Ellie. Okay. Man. You can see he feels at home in this place that he's at now. She's just excited to see her brother for after such a long time. Welcome back. Wow, this is them reuniting after 10 years.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi. First time we see each other in 10 years, and it's hi, Tyler.
Oh, sorry,
It's fine, Allison. Hi is a good place to start.
God, it's good to see you.
Likewise.
You have anything else you need to get?
Nope, this is it. My last 10 years in a bag.
Then we should get going. We just have time to make the morning ferry. You look good in that.
Thanks. One of my mentees designed it.
It's really good.
Yeah, he's so incredibly talented. I got a couple of local coffee shops to hang his art.
Tyler Ronan, shaping the leaders of tomorrow.
Yep, we're screwed.
So, are you gonna miss anything about this place?
I think for him, the people.
Honestly, people. The other residents, my mentees, my counselor Aaron. It took me a while to fit in, but once I did, it felt like home. They made me feel safe. Safe enough to be me.
That's so great. I'm really happy for you.
We planning to drive to Delos Crossing or push?
You are welcome to walk.
Nah, I'll take my chances.
Need one last look or anything?
Looked. Let's go.
So in this story, he is actually her sister and he's transgender. Google it.
No, really. I am 100% not creative enough to make that stuff up. Oh, and just last week, they had to turn the ferry around because a bear was on board.
No way.
Someone heard a commotion in the back of a delivery truck, so they opened it up. And there was the bear, fat and happy on a literal mountain of empty chip bags.
You go where the food is.
Oh, I can relate to that.
So then what happened?
I'm not sure. I think they couldn't get him to leave, so they tranked him.
Oh, poor buddy. Shot in the ass just for getting the munchies.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Safety first in bear country.
Yeah, but prevention is best. Common sense goes a long way in keeping them from getting shot.
The bear is fine, Tyler.
For now. You hear they've been talking about loosening up regulations on trophy hunting again? Higher bag limits, inhumane ground traps, even bringing back hibernation hunting. What kind of asshole gets off on killing a sleeping animal? I'm not against hunting, but predators play a vital role in the health of our natural parks. What? Why are you smiling? I'm being serious.
Oh, I can tell, Ranger Tyler.
Not yet, but at least I got the school part out of the way.
Hello, Blue.
I can't believe you got a bachelor's already. While I boast a half-completed certificate in accounting from an online college that may have stolen my credit card number.
You'll figure out what you want. You have time.
How are you feeling?
Like I'm about to drive straight into a whiteout and my fog lights are dead.
Nice scenery.
What about you? Allison?
Oh, zoned out there for a second. Sorry.
What's up?
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that you're right here, standing beside me, on our way to Delos.
You don't have to apologize. It's a lot.
Okay, let's look.
Why did we take the ferry instead of the coast road?
Because I didn't want to be stuck in the car with you for an extra 2 hours.
Ha ha.
We have to take the ferry. It's the only way to reach Delos from Fireweed.
I see. Well, good. I don't think my stomach could have taken 2 more hours of how you handle curves.
I'm sorry, do you want to take over driving when we dock?
No.
You're gonna have to get back behind that wheel at some point, you know.
Look, I put a fireweed van nose first in a ditch.
Hey, at least you missed the porcupine.
I'm guessing things haven't changed much.
You mean in Delos? Still the capital of East Jesus Nowhere. Can't wait to get out of here.
Was it really that bad?
Pretty much. But it could definitely have been worse.
Like if you'd been tucked away in a center for troubled youth?
Right.
At least you had Michael.
Yeah. I don't think I'd have survived high school without him.
Bet you're gonna miss him when you move to Juneau. How's he doing?
Good. Good. But I haven't seen him much outside of work lately. He's been busy with his dance and helping his clan organize a potlatch. Is that smoke coming out of Stonehouse?
Guess someone finally bought that old shack.
That, or the ghosts are cozying up by the fire.
Think the new owners know it's totally haunted?
I'm sure Tina did her best to keep them from figuring it out. At least until the paperwork was signed. Ugh. That house always gave me the creeps. Those windows are like huge gawking eyes.
You think people talk about our house this way?
Definitely.
Probably.
People make conversation of the most strangest things.
So, really going back there, huh?
I suppose
Stonehouse?
it's just human
I meant,
nature.
we're going home.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Think the house will sell?
No interested buyers yet. Turns out people don't line up to buy murder houses with no electricity.
At least it's got one hell of a view, unlike Juneau.
Hey, Juneau has mountain views aplenty. It just also has people and fun. You still thinking you might be my roomie?
Thinking about it.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
I was told, after you, well, graduated, I guess, and became a mentor 3 years ago, you still basically spent all your time at Fireweed, right?
Pretty much. There were a few times I tried to go to these meetups for trans people in Juneau, but something always came up. I probably should have put myself out there more, but it was better to be around in case the residents needed me.
So you were free to come and go as you pleased?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing. Just being an overly invested sister. Curious how you spent your time.
Could have visited. In other words.
Allison,
Yeah?
spit it out.
Okay, you need to promise not to freak out.
What is it?
It's a gift. From Eddie. I know he's not your favorite person, but
I'm sorry. When you said Eddie, I thought you meant Chief Brown, as in the police officer who arrested me.
come on, Ty, don't.
And your adopted father, the man who didn't let you visit me for 7 years.
The Fireweed administration backed him up, Tyler. They thought it was best for both of us.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
It's a peace offering. And you're the two most important people in my life. Please, for me.
He can't buy my forgiveness with some cheap-ass trinket.
It's a gift, Tyler. You know what gift-giving means in Tlingit culture. and what it means to refuse one.
Accept it for your sister, Tyler.
Fine. I'll take it, but I'm not going to wear it.
Really?
Really. Just so we're clear, this was for you, not Chief Brown.
You know, you could call him Eddie, or even Uncle.
Hard pass. Did you hear that?
That's good. Alaskan whales.
Place like home.
Yeah. Would it ruin the moment if I said I needed to call home?
Yes. Completely.
Sorry.
Go ahead and stop apologizing all the time.
Okay, sorry. Thanks.
Okay, let's look around.
It's so weird being back on this boat.
Okay, let's talk to this guy. What's up, guy?
Morning.
Hello.
Enjoying the ride?
Yeah, loving it.
I don't think I could ever get tired of this.
Agreed. Where you headed?
Delos Crossing?
Same here. You from around here?
Just visiting.
Just in town for a few days.
I see. Any relatives in the area?
My sister, and she's moving soon.
This a goodbye trip then?
Something like that.
I'm Alex, by the way. Alex Gershwin. No relation.
Huh?
To George Gershwin. Gershwin, the pianist. Folks are always asking for related, so I try to head it off in the past.
Oh,
What'd you say your name was?
I'm gonna shock him.
I'm Tyler. Tyler Ronan.
Ronan, huh? Ronan as in the Ronans?
Uh-huh.
So, I never knew those girls had a brother.
We didn't.
Things got complicated.
Nice talk.
Yeah. Enjoy your time in town, Tyler.
There are some things on that track. It's not important to the story. I'm just going to get us off the boat.
I think I'm gonna sit in the car for the rest of the ride.
You sure? It's way more interesting out here. It smells better too.
Yeah, I'm good.
Basically just got us off the boat quicker. If you like this sort of stories, True Colors, Life is Strange, True Colors is also on my channel. You guys can have a look at that as well. I actually played the entire game. I loved it so much. Softy. What can I say? they're definitely not happy about being home.
Wow. It's basically exactly like I remember it. Only faded.
Like a Polaroid left on a windowsill.
From the outside, it almost looks charming.
Charm's not the problem. Structural integrity may be an issue.
You think there's a chance whoever buys it will just tear it down?
If someone buys it, they can do whatever they want with it.
You wouldn't care at all?
Would you?
Sure. Everywhere I look, I see a piece of one of our adventures.
Everywhere I look, I just see her.
Allison, we could go grab a bite. Start this tomorrow?
No. The only way to get this done is to do it.
Okay.
After you. Did you smoke something before you left Fireweed? The door's right there.
Why the option?
Locked.
Well, it's a good thing I remembered this.
You sure that's the right key?
Yes. Maybe someone changed the lock.
Who would change the lock on us?
I don't know. We're screwed.
You got a plan B?
Yeah, we find another way in. I never knew a locked door that could keep the crafty goblins out.
Yeah, we had a million ways in and out of this old house. At least one of them's gotta work.
Oh, are we going to look at the window?
I could break a window. Oh, so we're civilized now?
But we are trying to sell this place, and broken windows aren't exactly amenities. The crafty goblins. I haven't thought about them in forever. Or should I say, us.
We almost spent more time as goblins than we did as kids.
Oh.
Doesn't seem like the greenest source of energy.
Not like she had the money for solar panels.
At least we don't have any use for this right now.
Remember the snowstorm in 2004? Marianne had us digging for hours.
I remember she made it a game at least.
That's right. We made tunnels to escape the ice troll.
Gotta hand it to her. She could make us do anything if she turned it into a goblin tale.
Okay, we're not getting in that way.
Open sesame. Yup. Know any other secret passwords?
Honeydew? Nope.
So, any idea how we're gonna get in?
We used...
Okay, I was thinking under the porch.
You need a hand with that?
No, it should be fine.
Okay.
If we just get this board out of the way, I could probably squeeze through.
So we need something to pry it off.
The shovel.
It's screwed in pretty good. We need a screwdriver.
Shit.
I can't believe these are still here.
Yeah. We should hide them so they don't frighten away potential buyers.
At least the shed's still standing.
Yep. I don't want to think about what might be living inside it, though.
Well, better alive than dead.
Ugh, yes. Let's deal with that later. Plenty else to do first.
It's locked all right. Okay. Should be something in here that'll work.
The screwdriver's
She
right
did
there.
not like us. Hey, I see a screwdriver.
Now all we need to do is get inside.
Wait, I'm feeling something strange.
And don't leave this room until everything looks as clean as a whistle. Ugh. This is the millionth time I've gotten in trouble because of you. You and your big mouth.
Hey, you were thinking the same thing. You just weren't brave enough to tell her.
What good would it do? It's not like she ever listens to us anyway.
Well, I'd rather scream it right in her stupid face than be a quiet little mouse.
Oh, we forgot the key. We need to put it back.
Maybe we could hide it somewhere. You know, for fun.
Goblins are supposed to help the princess, not play mean tricks.
Whatever, you're not fun.
I'm only trying not to make her even worse.
Whoa. Did that just happen?
I don't know, but I saw it too.
It felt like it did when we used to share thoughts with our voice.
It did, but that was a memory of us 10 years ago, right? I vaguely remember it happening.
I think so. And, that's
Yeah, I think
you,
they're twins.
Yeah. We could share thoughts and feelings, but we never replayed memories like that.
Why would it happen? And why that memory?
I don't know. It's pretty eerie.
It's weird, but our voice was always a good thing. This could be too.
I'm feeling something again. Near the barn.
Yeah, me too.
Use sensor to locate shared memory. What sensor?
Hurry! Let's go see the silent frog.
I'm coming.
What? Stop sulking. I told you already, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Okay, guess you don't want to see what I put in the treasure room then.
What? No, I want to see.
I guess we know where to search now.
We just have to remember which one is the silent frog.
Nothing here.
So, which one of you is hiding the key?
Okay, this should be the silent frog.
Damn, where's the key?
Seriously?
Kidding.
Oh, come on.
Okay, sorry. Nice job keeping a secret, buddy. Got it.
All this for a screwdriver?
You got a better idea how to get in?
You sure you want to go in there?
This was our very first den, remember?
Who knows what lives down there now? Everything okay down there? Tyler? Oh, that's not funny!
Then why am I laughing?
Okay, fine. But you're still an idiot.
Alright. I'm going in for real this time.
Okay. See you at the front door in a few minutes.
Ouch, dude.
Ouch!
Are you okay? What happened?
I just hit my head like an idiot. Wait. What? Where are you?
Ty. I'm outside. But I can hear you in my head. Our voice. It's back.
Holy shit. Dragons. Straight ahead.
Need to go left.
You were right. Nothing here.
Of course.
I would have taken the gold.
Not even in your dreams.
Yeah, I should have taken the bed seat.
I would have taken the gold.
Not even in your dreams.
Nope. It was on the right.
My bad.
You were right, sis.
Of course. A goblin never forgets where she stashed her treasure.
Not even should 1,000 years pass. Past the treasure.
Straight ahead.
You know, I almost convinced myself our voice was just another childhood fantasy.
Me too.
The Mad Hunter. Why am I still afraid to say his name?
He was Mary Ann's creation. She made all the creepy characters.
Okay, trap 2.
Coming!
Are you okay?
I'll live. Good to hear your voice again.
Yeah, same here.
So, coming in or what?
Just working up to it.
Well, we're here.
Here we are.
So, how do we get started?
We figure out what to keep, what to trash, and see what else this house might be trying to show us. Wow. It doesn't seem...
Alright, let's see. Broken shelf, broken jar, and the washing machine. Broken. The dryer never worked to begin with.
Marianne thought dryers were straight up evil. Energy hogs.
I hated hanging drippy laundry. I refused to change for a few weeks once, so I wouldn't have to do it. We should take down the creepy masks if we don't want to scare the buyers away.
Oh, so now you don't want to scare someone with those masks.
Are these authentic Glinkit?
I doubt it.
I'm surprised Marianne would buy fakes.
20 years ago, everyone was buying fakes.
Huh. This bathroom still smells like Marianne.
Good scrub, and we'll be rid of that too.
What are we gonna do with all her jewelry?
Well, I'm certainly not gonna wear it.
Donation pile it is, then. What are we gonna do with all her jewelry?
Well, I'm certainly not gonna wear it.
Donation pile it is, then. There were so many times I looked in this mirror hoping somehow it'd show me something different. We were so competitive about who measured taller. Like we actually had anything to do with it.
And after all that, it ended in a tie.
Yeah, none of that crazy stretching I did made any difference. Guess we never had time to complete the collection.
These came out of one of the prize machines at the Becky's store, right?
Yeah, you'd slide the quarters inside on the little tray, and then magic, out pops a sticker. Huh. What was she hoping to do with all these jars?
She used to barter for our clothes with homemade jam.
She tried everything to make ends meet.
Well, not everything.
How you feeling about being back?
I thought I knew what to expect, but everything keeps by surprise. My nerves are completely raw.
I get it.
How about you? You okay?
I'm honestly not sure how I feel yet. I'm just trying to think of it as an empty house.
Yeah. An empty house full of actual ghosts.
Hopefully they're friendly ghosts. Best mom. You think we ever really believed that, or were we just trying to make her happy?
Either way, it wasn't true. After all this time, I thought I'd feel more prepared to deal with this mess.
String, glue, duct tape. The holy trinity of house repair.
Marianne loved having something to fix.
Yeah, well, she could have tried a little harder to fix her own head.
Can you picture Marianne talking to a shrink?
No. And speaking of,
Therapy's expensive, and I'm fine.
pinched every penny.
Looks like she
I
was
don't remember
struggling.
these.
It's probably one of Marianne's
Financially.
unfinished masterpieces.
There's 2 of them. Maybe they were us. In some weird way that only made sense to Marianne. She took so many pictures.
Yeah. Like she had to document every second of our lives.
It made her happy. And it was kind of nice to see her smile.
I guess.
You okay?
All these happy pictures. He looks so sad now. So staged.
I know.
Memory.
She was trying to save the planet way before Al Gore made it cool.
Has Al Gore ever made anything cool?
Nah.
I guess she was right about one thing, but you can't really blame anyone.
I didn't realize how much I missed the smell of firewood.
Miss the cold winter nights curled up here. With big mugs of hot cocoa.
Yeah. Marianne was so tired she was usually asleep on the couch.
Ah, that's why it was.
She was trying to save the planet way before Al Gore made it cool.
Has Al Gore ever made anything cool?
Nah.
I guess she was right about one thing, but you can't really blame anyone for not listening to crazy Marianne Ronan.
Give his memory here somewhere.
After all this time, I thought I'd feel more prepared to deal with this mess.
I'm sure it's still there. I should check our bedroom upstairs.
I suppose.
Marianne's room.
Let's not go in there until we absolutely have to.
Agreed.
Upstairs.
If you don't come up soon, I'm gonna take whatever I want from our bedroom.
No way! Wait for me!
No, this feels like home. Hey, buddy. It's been a long time. Oh, this one wasn't mine. Look, it's the game we made, Lucian Tramway.
That game never made any sense.
Didn't stop us from playing all day.
Dude, we were kids. All we needed were rocks and bird feathers.
Hey, the postcard we sent ourselves from Juneau.
Forever alone.
What?
We barely had any friends. We even had to be our own pen pals. Wow. Look how small these beds are.
We were so little.
Yeah. Whenever we asked for a TV, she'd just bring home a big stack of books.
I think she did us a favor with that one.
You may not agree when we start digging into the HBO back catalog.
We'll see.
We never appreciated this view as kids.
Look what I found!
What?
Only our greatest creation, the Book of Goblins.
Seriously? It was in that chest the whole time?
All these stories.
I had ideas for so many more.
Marianne wrote a lot of them.
Yeah. It's one of the only times I remember her being at peace.
Let's go to the index. Okay, there's quite a few stories there.
Where is it?
You looking for something in particular?
My diary.
You never told me about it.
Yeah. With the way Marianne was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
Mom, where is it? What did you do with it?
What now?
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it, didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate you.
You will always be my little girl. And no matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
Face. She was willing to hurt me to keep me from transitioning.
Tyler, there is no way you could have known she'd go that far.
I want my diary back. Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
That diary was important to me, Allison. Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Well, then let's go find it.
You think her room is still locked?
It always was.
I guess we're all done,
Looking
yeah?
forward to going in there.
I know, but we'll have to eventually, and I need it back.
Okay, another memory.
When the Ice King finally caught the hag, his furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to leave. Not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. and then the title. What do you think? Not bad, right? I guess that's okay. But I would have changed the end. What? No way!
Ice King. I totally forgot about him.
That's because it was dangerous to mention his name. He was too powerful.
Oh, kids. They really kept one another happy.
Where'd you come from?
Okay, right now. Where'd that come from?
Hold up.
What?
Remember this?
Unfortunately.
You must solve my riddle to earn the right to enter the princess's sanctum.
Nothing a good hard shove won't take care of.
I mean, yes, we could brute force it, but it might be kind of fun to finally solve it, right?
We have different definitions of the word fun.
Okay, well, if we break it, we're just gonna have to fix it for the sale. So let's at least try not to. You have the Book of Goblins?
Yep.
Hand it over.
What are you looking for?
The image on the door. It's making me think of a story from the book. One that Marianne wrote.
You have a way better memory than me.
Well, the Book of Goblins was my creation.
And you'll never let anyone forget it.
Here it is. The one about the princess's party. Give it a read. I think the symbols may represent something in the story.
First ghost memories, now storybook puzzles. What a weird day.
What a weird childhood.
Touché.
I just break the door.
So much for the fairy tale mood.
Whatever. We're not 10 anymore.
She spent so much time making those elaborate games and worlds for us.
Yeah. Enough that she lost her grip on reality.
So, where do you think we should start looking?
I don't know. Where in this mess would she stash someone else's personal thoughts?
So she was standing here, spying through the window, drawing us while we played.
She always had her eye on us.
My entire body shivered.
I just can't get through. Whatever's going on, they won't let me in. They used to tell me everything, but they shut me out, Tessa. They've shut me out. I've had so much on my plate lately, and then I'm the enemy, and I don't know why. I need them. I need my goblins.
Remember now.
here.
It really sucks.
She was really coming apart those last few months, wasn't she?
It seems like she needed the kids.
It's here.
It didn't help that they sided against
I
her.
knew it. I fucking knew it.
Do you think she read it?
Shut her
Of
out.
course. She was nosy as hell.
Tyler,
What?
look.
What? Where did you find that?
It was on her desk with her papers.
Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, we gotta be really careful not to overthink this.
But it doesn't make any sense. She was mad, right? She was mad I cut my hair. She attacked me because I cut my hair.
She was mad and she attacked you. We both saw it.
Then what is this shit?
I don't know. I don't know. Tyler, come here.
She can't do this to me. Not now. When I've finally made sense of a few things.
Oh, that was your first mistake. Thinking the world made any kind of sense. "10 years in the grave, and she's still finding new ways to piss us off."
Yeah. I think I need some air.
Looks like your mom understood more than you thought she did. Oh, that's a shocker. For them. Interesting, these dramas, especially if you have to make decisions as to how they play out. Makes you think weird thoughts.
Are you really, really sure? I am. Do it. Okay. Here we go. Whoa. Is it all gone? Yeah. It looks amazing. Really? Yeah. I can't wait to show Mom. She's been so sad lately. More than sad. She's been scary. Yeah, but not tonight though. It was almost like a party. Thank you, Allison. You don't have to thank me. You're my sister. I feel more like your brother. Brother, sister, we look out for each other. But I'm pretty sure I just gave you a really bad haircut. Mom? Mom?
to see what happened.
Your diary.
Me too.
I guess she was trying to figure out where you were at.
Yeah, well, she should have asked. It wasn't some goddamn research project. I was her child.
About the book.
Raising your transgender child? Do you even know how rare these books were in 2005? Was she trying to figure out how to support me?
Duh.
Maybe.
Which, she wasn't trying. She never...
It doesn't make sense. I know. You cutting your hair was what set her off, right?
Allison, she read my diary. She already knew. It wasn't my hair. And if we were wrong about that...
You think she read it. It's possible she never even opened the diary, and that things are exactly like we always thought they were.
But if she did, and they aren't...
God, Tyler. Sure. I mean, we could have been wrong. But what good does it do to ask the question now?
You mean other than not having to live with the thought that my mom tried to kill me for being me?
Tyler, I know you want there to be something to find. Something that'll make it all make sense. But she was unhinged.
So that's it then. She was crazy. Nothing else to say.
I think we'd be better off if we tried to move on.
Why don't we talk to a few people who knew her? See if that book makes any sense to them.
People don't want to talk about Marianne. They pretend like that night never happened.
What about Tessa? She was Marianne's closest friend. Let's ask her about it.
Sure. But I'll warn you, she's particularly touchy about this subject.
Well, maybe she'll talk to me. I was always her favorite.
Operative word was. But we need to go by the store anyway, to get a few things for the repairs.
Great. 2 seagulls, 1 stale hunk of bread.
I'm not sure I like that analogy.
Listen, I know you don't want to keep talking about this.
But you're obviously not going to be satisfied until we do. So let's talk.
So, I was thinking... Do we need to be in such a rush to sell this place?
We've been over this, and we both agreed it's time for a clean break.
I know. Trust me. I'm not talking about staying for long. Just long enough to get some answers.
And you think this house has those answers?
Maybe not, but it's a place to start.
Well, it would be a shame if there was something to find and we tossed it out. How about we start digging without putting off the sale? And if it seems like we need more time, we'll talk about it then.
Okay.
Don't be... Okay, we have a plan now.
So, we have a plan?
Yep. We ask around about Marianne, but we also stick to our repair schedule.
If that's really what you need. Alright, deal. Ollie's diary. It's been a long time since I heard that name.
Was I the only one who ever called you that?
Actually, no. I used it at Fireweed for a while, until I settled on Tyler. Most people were pretty chill about the switch. Not everyone, though.
What do you mean?
I had a mentee who refused to call me Tyler. He didn't want my help. He didn't want anyone's help.
I'm sorry. I like the name Tyler, by the way.
Thanks. I think we should head out right away.
Already tired of the view?
Just finding it hard to relax and enjoy it with so much on my mind.
Go ahead. I'll catch up. Need to respond to a message.
My sister, the social butterfly.
Seems we got a trespasser.
What the fuck?
You got 5 seconds to talk me into defending my property.
Your property?
5, 4.
I'm Tyler.
Don't know any Tylers. 3, 2.
Sam!
Ellie? What are you doing out here, girl?
This is our house.
Was I talking to you?
Sam, put the gun down. This is Tyler. My brother.
Your brother? Oh, shit. Huh. I guess I heard about all that, but I never... Damn, you look like a real man.
So do you, Sam.
You know what I mean. I just didn't know they could make a woman look so much like a man.
Okay, let's just go with it.
You know, I'm just trying to be me. It's just who I am.
Well, I've seen a couple of lady transvestites on the TV before, but, I've never seen a dude.
Sam, that's not how you say that.
Say what? Transvestites?
Yes. It's transgender. Transgender men.
I'm sorry. It's hard to keep track out here in Delos Crossing. The world's just moving on without us.
It's fine. Let's just change the subject.
Works for me. Tyler.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Sam.
everyone to his own.
So, what are you doing here exactly?
Oh, I've been kind of keeping an eye on this place for you, you know? Like patching the roof, checking the pipes, and all that stuff.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, yeah, that's no big deal. You know, your mama, she was a special lady. She deserved much better than, you know, what you got.
Didn't you used to help Marianne with repairs and building projects?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, seeing as your mama never had a man around, I took it on myself to help her keep this place standing.
How antiquated of you.
Thanks. I guess you two are still aiming to sell the place?
That's the plan. Which, by the way, we need your keys.
Since apparently you went and changed the locks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But, selling your mother's house? Are you sure? Bad or good? It's all you've got left of her.
Not all. gun she tried to kill us with is still somewhere in there.
Tyler!
What?
What Tyler means is, a fresh start is what we both need.
Of course. This place has got to be full of all kinds of bad memories. But maybe some good ones, too.
How well did you know her?
Not as well as I thought. When I heard what happened that night, well, I figured people were bullshitting me.
It really surprised you, didn't it?
Much as anything ever has. Other folks say they saw it coming. Not me.
People will talk things. Okay. There's memory. Where's the memory?
Allie, can you hear me?
Ty, you can't do this when we're in the middle of talking to someone.
But this is pointless. He's hammered.
He's always hammered. And who knows? Maybe it'll make him chatty. Now come on. People think our family is weird enough.
Everything okay with you two?
Yes.
No.
Oh. All right.
Puzzle on the door.
Did you help with her door?
Her door?
The puzzle on her bedroom door.
Oh. Oh, yeah. You two kept sneaking in, giving her no privacy, huh? You ever solve it?
Nah. We're all done with fairy tales.
After what you two been through, makes sense.
Okay. Are we not leaving? Okay, we should go.
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
He's too wasted to be of any more help.
I'll tell him to get a move on then. Well, we've got a supply run to make, and Uncle Eddie's expecting a visit. So,
Right. Yeah, of course. Get going, you two.
Sam, we all gotta get going.
Oh. Of course. Of course, yeah, I got lots to do myself. Lots of to-dos on old Sam's list. And you don't want to keep Brown waiting, you know?
Thanks for looking out for this place.
Happy to do it. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. Anything at all. You hear?
Sam?
Wow.
Sam?
Huh?
The keys?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. Yeah, they're yours. This place, it meant a lot to your mother. It almost felt like it was a part of her. It's like some part of her is alive here still.
Hopefully the house doesn't turn out to be a murderous psycho that tries to kill us in our sleep, huh?
Yeah. Well, take care of yourself. Both of you.
Hey, so we really do have a lot to do.
Okay, go on. I'll be right behind you.
Okay guys, I'm going to end the video here. This has been Tell Me Why. We've played over an hour of it and seems like an interesting story. I will revisit it and actually complete watching the story, and I think many of you may decide to actually play this story game as well. It's interesting. I kind of like these sort of games every so often. Yeah, I definitely will visit this game and play to the end at some point. Well, I'm Argentleo. This has been Tell Me Why. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please do join me next time. Take care. Bye for now. Oh, and please do like, subscribe, share, and follow. Bye bye for now.